dubbed the La Jolla of the East County. I'm not so sure how accurate that is. There's
I would agree.
a really cool mountain, which is kind of like Soledad. They got the helix out there and stuff.
Yeah.
But more specifically, the 91941 and then the 91942, respectively. So tell us, man, what's going on out there?
It is just a fantastic community. If you haven't even been out there to visit, it's got such a nice small town feel, a great downtown area, very walkable. Right now they're in the process of redoing La Mesa Boulevard in the downtown area, and they have a village down there. So
say more about that. What's that going to look like when they're done, that redevelopment?
They've completely redoing the entire street. So
like the commercial zone down there?
Yeah.
Kind of make
in
it
front of
more
all the
and...
businesses there. The La Mesa Merchants Association down there is really big and put on a lot of events along the street there. They close it off. They have all kinds of things like an antique street fair, farmers market, also a car show that they do on Thursdays.
That's actually really smart because, that's a good example of doubling down on your strengths rather than divesting a lot of time and energy and attention on your weaknesses. Because that's one thing I know that a lot of folks who call La Mesa home already love about it, is it's kind of got that little old town, downtown kind of thing where it's walkable and they're doing stuff pretty consistently on the weekends, and there's a good community vibe.
Really, I mean, just a great community pride as well, and spirit. So a lot of these events that they have down there, one of the big ones is Oktoberfest. I mean, they've been putting that thing on for about 43 years now. And
shocker that as an Irishman, Kevin, Craig is talking about Oktoberfest, right?
I love Oktoberfest.
Well, it's the German St. Patrick's Day. Come on now.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just like, hey, we're just going to do it for a whole month.
Yeah,
but
them Irish can't have all the fun. I don't know why I went Irish accent with a German guy talking, but we'll talk about that later. I think I pretty much botched that. It's my dyslexia rolling in.
That's right. Just don't ask me to do an Irish accent.
Fair enough. So let's get into this, man. So we want to tell the truth about these areas. What do you got for us today?
You know what? Just give you a little bit background on La Mesa. It started off as about 700 different citrus farms, and
we're getting into this
is back in the turn of the century. They incorporated into their own city back in 1912, and just kind of bloomed from there. A lot more residential infill. So the land that's around there is just prime farming land. So you got homes there that have just fruit trees, avocado trees, all kinds of stuff.
And this is a big thing right now. I know we were talking earlier off camera about water shortage and all that stuff, but man, if you just had to throw an arbitrary number out there, what percentage of your clients you think you're helping right now get into homes find that stuff very important? And when I mean that stuff more specific, like being able to grow their own food?
It's more so. A lot of people are really looking for that, and it's amazing how much you can get from just one citrus tree or one avocado tree that's fully mature. So it's something that's people really look for in a property.
Yeah, farm to table. How about backyard to table?
Yeah,
digging it.
Yeah, I mean you put anything in the soil out there, give it a little water, give it a little love. Love's important, and it seems to grow real well.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Let's keep it rolling.
All right. Also back then it was a big artist colony. So you have really unique properties. The sort of the terrain out there also lends to that because you don't have just this big swath of flat land where you can build stick homes, track homes. A lot of hills out there, so you're building the architecture of the house around the hill and the utility of that land.
Love
so a lot of unique architecture, which is what I love about that area. And a lot of very unique features within that from, the history of artisans that have lived in those homes over the years. So you'll be walking through a couple properties and then you'll walk into one room and sort of see something that turns your head, a unique fireplace that's rounded in cone shape up in the corner, and you're like, oh, wow, that's a really cool feature. So a lot of these things, and the La Mesa Historical Society out there is really active to try and preserve some of these and also document a lot of these features and architectural features and of the area.
Yeah, I love that part of it. I know we were just in a home, I think last week, and the fireplace was like made by some like local artist, and it's like that alone had to be preserved.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You get a lot of that custom feel out there, front yards, backyards, stick-built homes, ranch-style stuff, and you maybe even get a little luck of a little view.
Yeah.
That's La Mesa.
Yeah, La Mesa. I mean, right now on the market, the number of homes that have views up in around Mount Helix, the foothills and everything like that. So it's very easy to carve yourself out a nice little view, whether it's, eastward looking towards the hills and El Capitan overlooking El Cajon, or even westward looking towards the ocean, seeing Coronado Islands and Mexico and everything. It's pretty fantastic.